Good evening. Is there anybody out there? I don't think there is. I think there's nobody viewing at all, which is interesting. I wonder if I should stop doing live streams on YouTube and move over to TikTok or whatever, Twitch or Kick. Maybe get some views over there if people don't want to watch on the YouTubes. Should we go? We should probably do this. What's this one do? Oh, that. Oh, that's pretty sick. Just that. Alright, well, I think we should probably do this. Or we could just go straight to... I need to move this. You know, it's gonna be fine. I don't think I need to do anything there. I exist. Hello. Yeah, I'm 3D printing and drinking. Kind of. What am I doing? I'm not really in my sorrows, but it's not exactly glorious times. Trying to print something, having trouble with it. Had the first issues with the Q2. Some random errors about the bed not heating at the expected rate, and then the heater not heating at the expected rate. Restart twice and it came good, but I'm not sure what's up with that. I've contacted QIDI about it. I'll find out tomorrow or Monday. But it's, as you can see behind me, it's printing. Let's jump to that. Turn off studio mode, and we're just gonna jump straight to it. Yeah, and we're here. You can't hear me though. There we go. That's got audio. Yeah. So as you can see, it is printing. This is just. I should have actually done it on the other screen. Let's go. If I can find the damn thing, there it is there. Yeah, this is a section, a cross-sectional cut of the blow-by pipe for the Alteza. The reason I printed this is because I printed the real one, two of them in different thicknesses, and they both leak, particularly along that edge in there, and on the letters as well. If you obviously it's not a fast leak, but it is a leak. If you were to spray some dish soap on that, you would see bubbles around the joints. So that's not ideal. These are pretty much scrap. There are products that you can use to... Why do they leak? Well, see, if you stack a pile of logs, even if you stack a pile of logs, I'll use my fingers for example. Let's go on top. Logs perfectly on top. See the gaps between my fingers in there? See that? You can't avoid that. Now, if we go sort of, even if we do it like that, there's still a small gap in there. It's unavoidable. So you're always going to get gaps with 3D prints. Let's do this. Today's beer is Suntory Nama beer. Not sponsored, but it could be. I like this. It's basically, it's the same. I think it's the same as Asahi. The same quality as Asahi. Maybe not quite, but it's pretty damn good, and it's cheaper. It's considerably cheaper than Asahi. We're going to use the Gallo cow koozie or stubby holder, if you will. Not sponsored, but it could be if they reach out. Not expensive. I'm a whore. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, when you stack pieces of wood, if you do it one on top of the other, you get gaps in the middle. Even if you go like that, which is difficult to do in the 3D printing world, because 3D printers aren't supposed to do this, you still get those tiny gaps, and they're like pores in your skin, and the water finds a way. Eventually, it'll leak. Well, so I put a post on Facebook about it, and I was like, how the hell are you dudes printing intake manifolds? With my ITBs, it doesn't matter, because it's just a pipe, right? And with the filter system, that doesn't matter. Dust is not going to move through the print. If it did, it would get stuck in the pores, and it would, well, it'd stay there and block the pores, wouldn't it? But this has to transport hot oil vapor, and I just don't know if it will. So I'll probably try it. If I've got nothing else, if I can't solve this dilemma of them leaking, then I'll probably try one, and if it drips, and that'll be fine. So basically what I've learned is that people printing intake manifolds and stuff, it's highly likely that stuff leaks. But it doesn't matter, because the leak is so slow. Because the leak is so slow and it's going to be constant, you can tune around that. It's basically like a idle speed control valve. It'll leak under boost, but it'll always leak the same amount, and it'll leak under vacuum. It might leak under vacuum, it might not. You have to push pretty hard. It might leak under vacuum, but if it leaks under vacuum, then it'll be a constant leak, and you'll be able to tune around it. So there's that. Yeah, so let's go back to the printer. So anyway, what are you doing? So I'm printing a cross section, just that much of this, the problem section, and trying a bunch of different settings that people on Facebook have recommended. Yeah, I don't think most people know what they're talking about. There's a lot of theory that people are using, but yeah, people not reading what I've written. Oh, you should use this filament. It's like, no, that filament's not going to work. Oh, well, if you're using this filament, you can do this. And it's like, I'm not using that filament, though. A lot of people not reading the original post, just seeing an opportunity to talk, basically. Kind of annoying, really. So yeah, let's head back on over to the wall screen. There it is. We are on the screen. And I'm just going to hang out with you while this prints and chat to whoever arrives. And if no one arrives, that's fine. I'm just chilling. Gonna have some beers, some alcoholic beverages. We're gonna talk 3D printing. We're gonna talk vehicles. We're gonna talk events that are happening this month. It's a big month. I was supposed to go to Nico Circuit today, but opted to stay home and prepare for the Cappuccino event that is happening on the 12th. For that I 3D printed up a bunch of key rings. Pretty cool key rings. Glow in the dark key rings. one of a kind, and they'll only be available to those that attend the Open Cafe cappuccino event. I'm just not giving them to anybody else. I had this idea of 3D printing like merch for the event, and I'll do a different design next year, or maybe the same design if I can't be bothered making a different one. And it's cappuccino themed. It looks like this. Oh, no, you can't see it because of the... Wait, now can you see it? If we block this... Nope, you can't. Oh, you can kind of. Anyway, it's the cappuccino... Wait, there you go. Nah, probably not going to be able to see it. It's the cappuccino face, the car, with Open Cafe 2025 written on the back. It says Garage Kei, which is kind of cool. I didn't make one for myself, I don't think. That's alright, I can print myself one later. I was supposed to go to a cappuccino drift day today and just didn't. Decided not to. Getting that done was more important, and also working on this blow-by pipe is important to me. I have decided to get this 3D printed and shipped to Japan was $50. So I have decided to get one made in aluminium, and it will arrive maybe in time, maybe not. Probably, I think it's between the 9th and the 16th it'll arrive. If it arrives on the 16th, it's really neither here nor there. If it arrives on the 9th, well, then I can use it and on the car. Use it on the car. At the moment, I've got some sketchy bunch of hoses and got a 90-degree brass fitting going to a hose that goes to a T. That T connects to another hose that goes up to the top piece, the top breather. Wait, I'll start again. I've got a 90-degree L made of brass that goes into where the PCV is, and that feeds into a hose that goes to a T. That T connects to another hose that goes to the blow-by pipe on the top of the engine, and then the other side of the T goes down to the catch tank. It's ugly, but it works. It's fine. This will do the same thing, just more elegantly. Yeah, kind of surprised I got no viewers. Nobody wants to hang out tonight. That's not working, I see. Why is that not working, I wonder? Commands. Manage your commands. No, they're not working tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Do they not work on... No, they have worked in the past. Something's changed, and I don't know what. Huh. It's going to be something to do with the way it's connecting. Let's see if I can't fix it on the fly. McFly. Action Stream Apps. OBS Studio. Is this it? Not recording, streaming. Are you sure? Streaming, yes. Update all actions. Do you wish to update 13 actions to use? Sure. Why not? Partially connected. SpeakerBot. OBS Studio. SpeakerBot's not connected? What do I reconnect? There we go. Address. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. There's an IP address there. Oh shit, we're blocking that. Shouldn't be doing that. Connection status connect. Connecting. Oh, speaker bot's running on something. Where the hell are the settings? Under settings, what a surprise. No, not log into Twitch. No, I don't see it. I see somebody watching. Welcome. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know who you are and what you're doing. Trying to get SpeakerBot to work. I've somehow messed it up. Oh no, they're gone. Never mind. I can't find it. I don't know if this is SpeakerBot anyway, honestly. Does haha work? Apparently not. Everything, all of that, well, none of that works anymore. That's great. Glorious, in fact. I feel like this layout's wrong too. You've got a whole bunch of stuff. You'd rather see the camera full screen than see other stuff, right? Dunno. I don't know what you want because nobody's watching. Yeah. Not sure. I've got no idea. Oh wait, we've got cam audio and audio capture. So cam audio is probably the one we want, and that probably fixed the way this sounds, maybe. Don't know. There's nobody in here to help me debug things. I don't know, mate. Don't know. Got a bit of lag. There we go. Make that catch up. It's all good, but none of my stuff is working. SpeakerBot's not working. StreamerBot's not working anymore. Don't know why. Actions and cues. I think it's part of this OBS Studio. Is it connected? It's like says not recording. Cheers. It's interesting when I look up at the wall screen, it kind of looks like I'm looking at the printer in the printer that you can see. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. 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 Not recording, streaming. I mean, it says that it's connected, but why? Why won't it work? I mean, did it work or not? I don't think it did. I don't think it worked at all. Well, that's going to be SpeakerBot anyway, and SpeakerBot doesn't appear to be connected for some reason. I don't know why. The address, the entity IP address SpeakerBot's WebSocket server is running on. No idea. I can't find it. I cannot find that information. Have I closed SpeakerBot? I don't even know, dude. Is the chat not working? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe that's why people are coming in and then leaving, because there's no audio. Not sure. We're on 94%. I'm going back to the live screen just to say g'day. How's it going? Looks like we've got one person watching. Sick. Welcome. I've got no idea what's working, what's not working. Camera audio, is that this? No, that's probably my computer microphone, maybe. Not sure. I've got no idea why StreamerBot's not working. I don't know if anything's working. Stream apps. OBS is apparently connected, but nothing's working. Stream settings. Yep. Meld Studio. Analytics. Connect your streaming account for core functionality. Huh. Interesting. Well, the Discord link's not working. I can't get that to do what it's supposed to do. Nobody is in the live channel on the Discord. No, I don't have it yet. Yeah. Did you like my shirt? Oh shit, wrong way. Where? There it is. Chupa Chups shirt. Pretty cool. Got it from Uniqlo a while ago. Only worn it probably twice. This live stream is not sponsored by Uniqlo, but it could be if they reach out. Not sponsored by Chupa Chups either, and I'd be happier to be sponsored by Chupa Chups than Uniqlo, if I'm honest. Who am I kidding? Free clothes is sick. Everything's messing up today. Like, there's a problem with my oh, the print just finished. There's a problem with my phone where I try to use Gmail and it says you need to perform additional actions in order to use it. And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? So I tried to fix that, and then it like erased all of my email data. So then I had to log in, like, tell Gmail about all my email accounts, because I've got like 7 of them. Some of them are pretty funny. David was drunk is one of them. David is at. David was drunk at. Yeah, I've got a bunch of different emails. Anywho, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. Global variables. I mean, that's all set. I don't know why it doesn't work. Maybe I need to reset it. I just can't be bothered. I can't be bothered resetting it all. Here's our print anyway. It's, as you can see, it's finished. I need to let the extruder cool down, the heated bed cool down, and the chamber cool down a bit before I remove that print from the print bed. What's this? Engage with your audience. Start a Q&A. Answer viewer questions live. I mean, that's what I'm already doing. What if we did that? Say something. No, I don't want to. I mean, I'm already talking. Members only live stream. No, I mean... Nah, no idea. Not a clue. The print's finished. Like, why are we on this screen? So you can watch the temperature drop, I suppose. Watch the temperature drop. Can you hear me? Yeah, maybe. Cam audio live. Yep, sick. Looks like there's 3 people watching at the moment. Not sure. Leave a comment if you are. If you're watching, so that I know. Live chat. Yeah. So that I know what's going on. Looks like 3 people left and only 1 person left. Put my glasses on. Yes. Yeah, I have no idea why this doesn't work. Discord. Nothing. They can go off. We're fine. We're fine. Average view duration 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Thank you very much. I'm going to close StreamerBot. And I'm going to close... Well, it's already closed, looks like. I was actually thinking about sitting here and editing while it's just live. And then if somebody comes on, they can chat to me. And it'll be primarily printer, but I can get some work done at the same time. But answer questions if people want. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Valvoline, you know what I mean. I experimented with this. You can't see it. I experimented with this. It is the Suzuki Cappuccino Silhouette. It just didn't work very well. Honestly. Maybe next year I'll do the Cappuccino. I'm not sure. I don't know. They should probably go in the bin, honestly. What's wrong with that one? Is it the wrong size, or... It might be the wrong size. Because it looks perfect. Here's a tiny one. There's a few iterations of it before I settled. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with that either, except Garage Kei's across the top rather than filling up the whole thing. And that's the same there. That's bent. Those ones can go in the bin. They're prototypes. But I'm not sure what's wrong with this one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that. Not sure. I don't know why that's not in the handed out pile. I can't tell. But they are glow in the dark, which makes them pretty cool. Put that there. The small one's pretty sick too. Ah, the Garage Kei on the back was too small. That's what's up with that. Didn't work. And the cappuccino, that can go in the bin. Goodbye. Sick. Sick. So what are you up to tonight? Just drinking beers. How's our temperatures going? We're down to 47 degrees in the chamber, and the bed is 67 degrees. I can probably remove the print from the print bed now. You really want to let it cool down naturally so it doesn't warp, but it doesn't really matter if this warps because I'm just trying to figure out whether it's waterproof or not, or airproof. For any operation. Yep, I can attest to that. This thing wants to do some weird shit. This printer does do some weird shit. Like, if you try and run a pressure advance test and then run a print without creating a new project, it'll do the pressure advance test directly after your print ends, and that means driving the print head into your print. Weird. Shouldn't do that, but it does. And that's with their with the QIDI software. It does that. I mean, that looks like crap, but if it seals, then I guess we can forgive it. The other thing it does that's weird is if you want to unload the filament, it has to figure out where the bed is first. Why? Doesn't matter where the bed is as long as it's not in the way, right? When you start a print, it does a purge down the poop chute. Why? Doesn't really need to do that. If it was doing multiple colors, maybe. But it's not doing multiple colors, so it shouldn't really do that. I mean, let's face it, I was always going to find something to complain about, but so the fact that that's all it is, pretty cool. I finished 300 key rings today. What are you complaining about, Dave? Wow, that launched itself to the moon. Nearly got myself in the eye. I mean that's pretty stunning quality, and it's over extruding. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Holy crap. Let's go back to the live screen. There it is. Look how shiny that is. Wow. Look at the backside though. Absolute trash. Horrible. The underside is disgusting. The upper side is fine. This is possibly due to the amount of heat that I'm using now. I'm doing this at 320 degrees, and like the recommended's 300. And I'm doing that in order to get the filament to melt and sag to try to fill in those gaps that I was talking about earlier. Let's take it for a spin. Does it leak? I'm going to say no. That might be the winning combo. Ugh. The beer. I need to go get some soapy water and shit to put in this, and then figure out whether it leaks. Because if it doesn't leak, I'll print a full one. If it does leak, it's a lot less than either of those two. And that top surface there looks great. Just the undersurface doesn't. It looks like trash. Can we have a look at the print settings? Maybe. Dave, we don't give a shit about 3D printers. Well, I do. Quality. What's the under? Is it like an under thing? No, not really. So everything's on 0.4. Top surface is on 0.3. We could go outer wall. We could go on 0.3 to try to clean that up. But I reckon that's caused by the heat, honestly. The inside is beautiful. The inner wall is 0.4. Yeah, the inner wall is absolutely stunning. I can tell you that. And this top surface here is beautiful too. Just started washing. What is that? This is a cross-section of this. And I'm testing to see if they are... Well, this one's not waterproof. Is this one? Not sure. What is it? It's a blow-by hose for the Altezza. Yeah. So, love a good inner wall. Yep. Hello, you two. Welcome. I've been like alone in this live stream for fucking how long has it been? 7:30, like 40 minutes. I've been here 40 minutes alone. Thank you for joining. I need to put some, now that you're here, right at this time, I need to go put some soapy water in this, and then try to blow some bubbles. See if it leaks. If it doesn't leak, we're good, and I can print the real thing. Well, I can print this section of it, because it likes to leak around the letters. So if this section here doesn't leak, we're good. I'll print this section, this section next to see if it leaks around these letters and to see if it leaks around this foot. But, I mean, that might have cracked the code. Yeah. What was this? Like, I guess if it works, I'll tell you what the secret was. I'll show you all of the settings and stuff. If it works. If it doesn't work, there's no point. Yeah. Alright. That kind of looks like shit, but it's not going to matter. No one will be able to see it. That'll be, like, that's going to be fully visible, though. That looks like shit. But it doesn't matter. It's thick enough that I can sand it. Does the only OEM one not fit? There isn't an OEM one. This deletes the PCV and connects the blow-by port to this, so it's one. This actually goes into where the blow-by, this goes where the PCV would be, and this connects to the blow-by, and it goes thin through here so that it can pass the engine cover. All you see is basically that. That's all you'll see, because it's engine cover. Yeah. Yeah. So the OEM one doesn't. It's not a thing. PCV goes into the intake manifold. Don't have one of those anymore, so can't use that. Needs to go to a catch tank, and the blow-by needs to go to a catch tank too. So this directs both of them to the catch tank. We had a discussion. I showed this in the last live stream, and we had a discussion about, well, shouldn't this part of the pipe be a diameter that is this plus this in order to flow the same amount? And we discovered, like, after talking it through, we discovered no. Because normally, when you're thrashing the car, when you're driving the car around, this one would be closed. So we're good. At idle, this one would be running through, would be under vacuum, and therefore the PCV would be open. And we're talking about a hole that is very tiny. So the fact that we've got this much is probably better or the same as what it would be stock. So we're not going to notice it at idle. Some people also block the piece, like if some people block the PCV off and have no problems. So it's not going to matter at idle. So yeah, the size is going to be fine. On top of that, well, no, not on top of that. That's about it. It's probably gonna be fine. I need to put some soapy water in this. So do me a favor, light up the chat so that people know. Like if someone joins, they know that it's not that the live stream's not dead, and I will be back in a minute. Oh wait, before I go, hello Ted. Before I go, today's beer of choice is the Suntory Nama. It's very, very similar to Asahi, but cheaper. Today's stubby holder is the Gallo. Not sponsored, but it could be. Ted is here. Can you see his tail? Yeah, there's his tail. Hi. Ted had an upset stomach today, and he did a shit that was so big, I thought he'd died somewhere. I did. I panicked. I ran downstairs to try to... I spotted this massive turd from the second story balcony. I was like, oh my god, he's done his last shit. And I ran downstairs to try to find him. This is on. This has got lag. Alright, I'll be back. I need to get, I need to soak this shit up. Be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
We're back, and we're back, and we're back. Eeyore, come in. Come on, oh yeah. Dad, come. No, he's looking at me. Alright, so we're soapy. Can't blow a bubble, though. The first time I did that at the kitchen. And I went... And it went... I got a bubble, and it floated away. It was sick. Alright, so let's see if this damn thing leaks. So block those two. Ah! Yes. It takes a lot of pressure, but I think that's a leak. MJ as in Michael Jackson. I need a little bit of water on this shit, I think. I want to make a mess. I don't have I've just got a piece of paper towel here. 100% going to make a mess. Alright, try again. I mean, I'm not seeing the same, I'm not seeing the same result. It's not repeating. Do I have enough soap everywhere? Maybe I need to do it in the kitchen. That's not fair. I had my finger off the thing. The problem, what'd you say? You could blow a bubble if you were MJ. Don't understand. Could put the whole thing in the oven so that it melts a little and joins up any tiny holes. It's not a silly idea, but it won't work for this. I didn't do it for this one, but I did do it for these. These have been in the oven for 100 degrees for 6 hours. If you melt it to the point where, I mean, it would deform and go out of shape before it filled up those tiny gaps. That idea won't work, unfortunately. I just don't know. Okay, that's around my finger. That's not fair. I guess maybe there's a little bit through there. Maybe. But I have to blow on that pretty hard to get it to do anything. I'm going to take this to the kitchen and give it a little bit. What if you poured acetone in it? It's resistant to acetone. If you were using ASA or ABS or PLA, then you could use acetone vapor, and that would cause it to melt. Yes, but not this. get it resin printed. Resin printing isn't as good as it sounds. If I'm going, like, spoiler alert, I've already ordered it in 3D printed aluminium as a permanent solution, but I really want to be able to manufacture them. I want to have control. I want to be able to do it myself. I have ordered a 3D printed aluminium one. It'll arrive between the 9th and the 16th probably. So there's that. I wouldn't order a resin printed one, no point. Why? Just go with aluminium. But yeah, I want control of manufacturing, so I really want to be able to make it myself. That's a... Oh, bubble. In aluminium, it was 50 USD or 48 USD shipped. So it's not a lot of money. It's just that I want control. I want to be able to make it and make it now. It'll take 2 weeks to get here. Like, yeah. No, from China. Everything, all of the... Well, actually, I don't know if it's China or if it's Mexico. 3D printed aluminium. It might be China. Not Japan. Not Japan, no way. I find this inconclusive. Although it does have soap all over it. Like, I'm rubbing it, and soap, like, it's soapy. So I feel like if it would... What site did I use? Craft Cloud. I was actually in talks with Craft Cloud for a semi-sponsorship, and didn't end up doing it. Because I decided I wanted the manufacturing in my own hands. Because if you order it, you pay for it, and then if it's not what you wanted specifically, then you have to pay again. Whereas with this, I can like 3D print like a section and see how it is. Like, is that hole big enough? What if I just want to do that? You can do all of that here and then send off the final, but yeah, I don't know. I want to be able to do it all myself. I don't like relying on people because they always let me down. For example, if I was to try to start selling these, if people wanted them, and then I make the price, you know, $70 or whatever, which would be cheap for something like this, honestly. And then, especially if it's 3D printed in aluminium, and then Craft Cloud decides to jack up the price or whatever, then, you know, the price of this has to go up, and then people are not going to buy it because it's out of the price range. You know what I mean? Whereas if I'm making it, I can keep the price the same for as long as I want. The other thing I can do is, to get around the US tariffs, is get a person I trust in the US to 3D print them. Split the profits, you know? That either doesn't leak, or the leak is minuscule, and I probably don't have to worry about it. I might have cracked the code. Maybe. But I'm gonna test it again at the sink. So, what are we going to do? Let's do this. Let's put that on screen. Like that. And then I'll do that. And then, let's move it over a little bit so you can, there we go. That's the part in question. I'll be back in a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Alright, so what I've discovered. Oh, wait, you gotta go? Oh, that sucks. Jazda's gone. Not Jazda. Sunny Tora's gone. Anyway, I think that works. It either. What do you want, Ted? First up? That either works or it works close to perfect. Like, it's not leaking in the standard spots. So I think I can call that sealed. Maybe. Let's look at the settings that I've gone with here. Ted, Nani, first up. What's wrong? Packing? Ted wants pats, I think. Maybe. You can't see them because I'm in the way. But the top, you can see that I'm using 0.2 layer height. And the first layer height's 0.2 as well. We could make that smaller if we had adhesion problems, but I really don't. I find it's difficult to get this off the bed as it is. Even with glue. The glue is there to help you get it off the bed, and I find that it's quite difficult to get off the bed, so a first layer height of 0.2 is fine. I just don't have bed adhesion issues at all. Default 0.4, which is smaller than normal. Really? Normally you'd go with a point... Oh, what's happened here? Ted knocked my garbage bin over. Sweet. Yeah, we're using a 0.4 here for the default. First layer is 0.4, outer wall 0.4, inner wall 0.4, top surface I went for 0.3, and the reason for that was, why did I do that? Inside here, let's spin, we can look on the thing. There, if we do this, if I slice it, wait, we just go preview, there we go. It's gonna take a while. Right, you can see the supports in the way there, but if we look down through there, near. Alright, this is basically the only top surface that I have at the moment. And watch what happens. You see how these little triangles here are yellow? That means that they are inner walls, right? And they're solid because the inner wall is this shape. If I change that to a 0.4, if it's going to let me, what the hell? Okay, here we go. Alright, change that to 0.4, slice it again, it's going to make a liar out of me. It's the same. Okay, see the purple? See the purple there now? Now we have to deal with, what is it? That's internal solid infill. So we're going deeper than what we were before. Probably not a good idea. So when we set it to 0.3, it closes that gap. See that? Yeah. So that's pretty good. Why doesn't it leak? It could, at this point, it could be one of two things. It could be this alternate extra wall. And that's, instead of having the layers on top of each other like that, it does that with them. And it makes this... it makes that... Well, you can't... It makes the gap in between the logs or the lines offset rather than like a triangle. Rather than being a diamond, it'll become... I think you understand what I'm saying. Like if you stack like this, the gaps between my fingers, see those? If I do this, the gap's much bigger. See? Or something like that. Something like that. It could be that, or it could be the fact that here I've got my flow ratio set to 1.05, which is over extruding. I'm actually surprised that that top surface turned out so well like that. But I mean, this surface here didn't. That kind of looks like crap. But as long as we get it to seal, we can fix that sort of thing, I think. Why are you lying down here, mate? I'm going to run over to your tail by accident or something. Some shit. Why do you want to be here? Can you up? Oh, fuck, I'm on your tail. Go, 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 go. What do you want? Now I'm knocking shit over. Oh, that had water in it. Oh, crap. Yeah, great. Great. Good shit. Perfect. That's what I wanted to do. Super professional out here. Garage Kei. Just really overall professional. I didn't have dog knocking over garbage bin on my bingo card. What's wrong, mate? I better check. I'm gonna check out what the dog is after. Maybe he wants to go outside. Maybe he wants. I don't know what he wants. So I need to figure that out. I'll be back in a minute.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves...
I don't know what he wanted. I took him outside. Gave him a snack. Took him outside. I don't know what he wanted. Lost everybody. Everyone's gone. Yeah, so what was I talking about? The layers and shit. Why I was doing what I was doing with the print settings. Yeah, so I'm over extruding here at 1.05. I've also got the nozzle set to 320, which is the upper end of what this filament recommends, to try to melt it into those gaps, like what you suggested with the oven. Yeah. The print quality on the underside is absolute trash, but yeah, it might be unavoidable. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to have your cake and eat it too, honestly. The other problem with over extruding is that you can actually make the part bigger. And if I make the part bigger, it's not going to fit properly. Yeah, you can see, well, you can't see it, but there's actually a bulge here because we're using too much filament. Yeah. But it does appear that it's waterproof or watertight. Let's print up another section of it. That's on, you're good. We'll point this towards me because I'm a bit warm. Just have a beer, mate. What's it supposed to be? That's how it's supposed to be. This is... That's 8 mil. Might be 8 point something. I don't know what it's actually supposed to be. I don't want to load up AutoCAD to find out. What is this? This is almost 15. 14 point... 14.6, 14.7. I have a feeling it was supposed to be 14. It's grown 0.7 of a millimeter, maybe. It'll still go on. It'll be a nice tight fit, but yeah. That's what you're gonna get. Where's the prototype in orange? Well, this one. This one wasn't over extruded. So, how different is it? Bugger all. What about the hole wise? The hole wise. The whole 9 yards. Nothing in it. To be fair to everything, the underside of that also looks like crap, and that wasn't over extruding. So that could be overhang settings, maybe. Something moving too slowly. Too fast, maybe. Where is that? It's... Yeah, it's right there. Right next to the 45. What are we doing for speed on that section of it? These are the speeds I'm using. Outer wall's 200. As you can see, the outer wall's perfect. Support interface 20. Yeah. Slow down for overhangs. Yeah. Yep. 75%. Down to 10. Maybe we should raise that to 20. That might tidy this up. Maybe. Wait, let's have a look at speed. Can we check out speeds? Speed, yes we can. Alright, so the blue area is dropping down to 8. And the blue area is our problem. Yeah, the blue area is literally our problem. So, what is the blue area? Why is it dropping down that far? Supports overhangs. The blue area do be our problem. But where is it? What if we change this to 20? If we change this to 20, does it change that? Simple test. It'll give us the answer. Nope, sure didn't. So let's change that back. Because it isn't a problem. Is it in the support section? Where's speed? Speed. No, it's got to be in the speed section, doesn't it? But where is it? Where do we have something that runs at ridiculously slow speed? Small parameters. I don't think that is... What would cause it to slow down? If it's not speed, what's causing it to slow down? I forget, but something. There's some setting. Oh, because it's doing this, it's automatically going slower. I don't see it. I don't see it. But we can test it. Outer wall. Let's set this to 0.42 and see if that speeds up that underside there. Nope. Wait, where? Is there a way? Flow. Yeah, look at the flow on it. Wow, it's all the way down at 0.71. Why? Why is flow dropping so low? Speed's dropping and layer height all the same. So it's not layer height, layer width. Nope, it's not layer width that's doing it. Line type. It's not line type that's doing it. It's slowing down for some reason and causing that trouble. Oh, do we have... What if we tried... This is crazy. But let's try that. I'm going to need another drink shortly. Nope, it wasn't that. It wasn't wall generator. Need to find out why it's slowing down. It's got nothing to do with the wall generator. Maximum wall generator. The top surface, inner wall. Speed. Initial layer travel speed, 50%. For the initial layer. Why don't they call it the first layer? Why do they say initial? small parameters. Let's change this to 70 and see what that does. Nothing. So it's not that. It's not small parameters. Number of slow layers. Maybe, maybe they're slow. Maybe I don't think so, but we'll do it anyway. Possible because they are technically the first layers after the no, never mind. But they're going along the base as well, so it's kind of like the first layer. What if we were to just randomly throw an extra 100 on that and see what it does? Nothing. Not a damn thing. So that didn't do it. If you've got an idea, if you see a setting that you think I should change, then let me know. I should probably move myself over to the other side. Over here. Let's close the close the toolbox. Get rid of me from there. Where is the toolbox? Toys? No. Coins? No. Come on, man. What is it? Is it that? No. Supers. No. Drops. Drops! It's drops. Okay, cool. There's only one person watching anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Okay, we're on this side now. So you can see all the settings. If you see something that could be causing it to drop down to 8, then let me know. Maybe this? Maybe this 0 here? Let's jump that up to 20 and see what that does. No, didn't do shit. What about that? Need another drink. Be right back. I'm not going to go to the lobby. I want you to... You can watch that. Alright, the drink I have now. Did we lose everybody? No, someone's still watching. Jim Beam Highball with honey this time. Not sponsored, but let's test it first. I haven't had this before. It might be shit, in which case I don't want sponsorship. Just give me the money. Yeah, I can drink that. That's pretty good. Yeah. Not sponsored, but it could be. Let's get rid of slow down for overhangs too. Totally. There it is. That was it. Now we've just got the 8 around where our supports join on. So if we undo that, the setting is in here somewhere. It's got to be in the supports, I guess. There'll be a speed in here for supports. Distance. Tree branch. There's no speed. All speeds are in here, in speed. That makes sense. Can we slow down for overhangs without going stupid though? What if we set this to 20 and this to 20? No. Why are we slowing down there? I don't understand. It's something to do with pressure. I'm sure it is. Look, exactly the same. So it's something to do with the flow. The flow is causing it to slow down. But I don't know what. So if you've got an idea, yeah. Which way am I? Is that backwards? It's not, is it? No, we're good. All right. If you've got an idea of what's causing this to flow slowly, let me know, because I don't know. That didn't do shit, so we're going to undo those. Strength. Is there something happening in strength? I mean, while it's printing the other part, I could be working this out, right? Like, there's no reason for me to sit here doing this. Let's open up another instance of Orca Slicer so that I can mess with the file. Okay. Don't know. I don't know who's watching. If you're watching, jump in the chat so that I can chat to you. 'Cause I don't know who it is. It could be Pio. Pio tends to just chill, watching without saying anything. But I don't know. Who else lurks? Are you a lurker? Do you like to lurk? Under the sea. Under the sea. Well, While they are jerking, you could be lurking under the sea. Gonna get sued by Disney. Gonna get sued by Disney. And they can suck my dick. Got 21 views, no likes. Been streaming for an hour and a half. We're on my third drink. Hopefully coming up to the second print shortly. That's the full item. We go auto, orient. Oh, Dakota, I lurk. Usually just busy messing with my own junk while you mess with yours. Why, that's fair enough. I appreciate that. You might be the only person currently here. Which is sick. In a way. Kind of depressing in another way. I should be famous already. No, probably not. Let's get rid of that. Perform the cut. Yes. Now I want to flip this shit. We're going to go this way. There we go. You pass the lettering. There. You son of a bitch. Yeah, that's right. Perform the cut. And now we've got this. Okay, so we're going to just print it with the same settings we had before. Slice the plate. How long is it going to take? Probably an hour, maybe more. It's a dumb way to print this. I realize that. But it's how the... Like, you could print this... You could probably print this more efficiently. But I want to print it this way so that it prints the way that it would print if it's the full model. If that makes any sense. That's kind of cold now. I am going to have to go get the 59 minutes. I worry that by the time I figure out how to print this properly, I'm going to have no filament left. You know? That's always in the back of my mind. And this filament's $100 a roll. I didn't pay for this roll, but I will have to pay for the next one, I think. Unless QIDI decides that unless you guys buy a bunch of printers or a bunch of filaments and say, hey, Dave sent me, hook Dave up, then they might send me some more filament, but maybe not. I am troubleshooting shit for them, so they probably should help me out with... I mean, they already did. They already did 4 rolls of filament and a discount on the printer. Can't ask for more than that. And it's a great product. Like, sick. It is still a Chinese printer, though. It's not without faults. It's just way better than the Creality. Way better. Yeah. Yeah. So we've got my pipe here. I don't really want to use the same... Wait, let's do the speed thing. Are we going to get a shit? I don't actually need to print that whole damn thing. I could get rid of that. I could get rid of that leg. There's no reason for me to print that. Actually, there's no reason for me to print it. Let's choppity chop the Chinese chicken. We really only need that interface with the pipe. Because if that doesn't leak, we're probably going to be fine. And that's going to save a ton of filament and a ton of time. You're down to 40 minutes just for the leg. Like, now look at the speed. The speed drop here. Why are you doing that? Speed the hell up. What if... I'm going to open up another instance of this slicer. And I'm going to look at the speed for the whole damn thing. And it's going to slow my computer down all the way to bullshit. Welcome to Bullshitville. Anything happened in the Discord? Absolutely fuck all, Your Honor. Nothing. Sick. That's fine, though. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't have to be. Create a new project, and then we're going to go prepare. No. Yep, prepare, and then we hit that one, and then blow by version 8, which is probably actually blow by version 75, but it's called version 8 because reasons. I don't know. I just have to figure out why it's slowing down. It's slowing down too far. But I don't know why. I'm going to slice this plate. How long does the whole thing take? I reckon like 7 hours, probably. Ah, shit. I didn't orientate it properly. Orientate? Orient? Orient. Yeah, orientate. I don't know the word. I didn't orient it properly. I didn't orientate it properly. Shit. Orientated. No. Oriented. It's oriented incorrectly. That doesn't sound right to me. Anyway, whatever. The fuck ever. It was in the wrong orientation. Hey, there we go. Just switch up the way you use the word. That'll fix it. I don't know if my video is going all jerky while this printer is having a conniption fit. Trying to load the slicing shit. I'm just keen to get the metal one, honestly, at this point. This is cool and it's a puzzle. How do we get rid of this? I could put that on Facebook and I'll get 50 people going, it's definitely this. And it won't be that. Line type can fuck off. Speed. Looking for them blues. Or I got the blues around. Yeah, look at that. Under there. It's that drop in speed is what's causing this bullshit here. It's a drop in speed. It's a drop in drop in speed and a drop in pressure. And we need the pressure. Because if you don't have the pressure, we could get a leak. Drop in speed, drop in pressure. We need to increase the pressure up there. How do we do that? What if we lower this? If you lower the line width, I think you increase the pressure. I think. What if we look inside that? And we look at the line width. Where the top surface is 0.3. How fast is that moving? Oh, look at that. It's way faster. It's 5.66. So if we lower the line width, we might be able to speed shit up. Maybe that's the problem. Let's have a look. What do we want to change here? What if we change support to 3? But it's not the supports, is it? It's the support interface. Fuck it, let's give it a go. What else? We've got nothing to lose. Give it a try. Did the video go all jerky? Can you tell me? Because I don't know. There's no way for me to tell. Did the video or audio go jerky while this thing is trying to slice the model? Did that happen? Is that a thing? What is it again? It's Jim Beam Highball, which means with soda. Jim High with honey. And the delay on the video is like it's drunk. No, there's no delay. It's not chopping up, not all fucked up. Sick. Excrement. Thank you for letting me know. Alright, well that didn't do shit, did it? The supports, slowing that down. What did that do? Let's look at the color on the supports. When I change this back to 4.2. Was kind of a light yellowy green. My guess is it'll go a little bit darker green. I'm kind of enjoying this. I could drink a few of these. Yeah. Yeah, could. Could, it's good. It's a good. Yep, look at that. Went to a darker shade of green. It slowed down. I need to speed up this. Whatever the hell that is, I need to speed it up. Let's make default, instead of making it the 0.4, let's go 0.35 and see if that changes it. This is probably not going to help my my watertightness, my watertight factor at all. But it you know, if it helps that surface finish under there, then it you know, it might help. Who knows? It certainly, well, it might hurt it. Can't hurt to try. Come on, baby. You know you want to be correct. Don't really want to. Nah, that didn't do shit. First layer, outer wall, inner wall, top surface, sparse infill. What is it? What are we actually looking at here? It's the orange. The orange is the outer wall. Should we slow down the outer wall to 3? Give it a go. Go on a chug. I don't know what that is. There's like a lump there. I mean, that's just face fat, I suppose. But there's like another lump there going on. Kind of weird. I should probably get some sleep. That's probably what I need. Sleep for 7 years. 7 years of sleep. Don't let what's in your head just come out on live video day. Just don't do it. It's gonna end bad. Oh, no one's watching anyway. It's gonna be fine. Someone will crop it. No, that didn't do shit. Wait, did that slow everything down? Or did it speed? It sped this up, but it didn't change that. So it's not the outer wall. We've got some kind of... something's deducting the speed. Something is deducting the speed. And it's got to be the overhang shit that we found earlier. That's causing it. Slow down for overhangs. What if we just don't? It's got to be this. Bridge, not bridge. Overhang. Let's kick this up to 4. Let's just kick it up to 50. And see what happens. I like the bridge speed. The current bridge speed is correct. But the overhang, I'm not sure. We need to keep that. We need to kick that flow up. And when you lower speed, you lower flow. For some reason. Or could it be the other way? It could be. I might be remembering it wrong. Maybe we're too fast. Still. Drop it all down to 20 and see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It changed. It's faster now. That's what it was. Was it that one? Could have been. I mean, it's a whole gradient. Gradient. It's a whole path of ridiculous bullshit rather than just one piece of ridiculous bullshit. So it might have been that combined. Yeah, look at that. That really fucked it up when I did that. Let's set that back to 50 and we'll get rid of the 50 to 75 and see what that does. When I say 50 to 75, I'm talking about here, this here. The percentage of overhang, I don't really know, honestly. We're learning together. I mean, it made it better, didn't it? It just moved it around. This is all too slow. I want to make it I'm going to make everything here 60, and then I kind of want to try and print it and see what it does. The bridge can stay 20 because that works, but this overhang shit, I mean, this is not really acceptable, honestly. I was willing to live with it until I sort of noticed that maybe I can fix it. But yeah, that's just yeah, look at that. Look at that speed now. Look at the speed. And we'll check out, we're still dumb slow at this top here. We can work on that later. I don't think that's going to matter so much. If it looks like crap, I can sand it. But, yeah, we might be able to increase the flow on that. Look under here now. That's way better. What's our flow like? Oof. Got a lot of flow. We're nice and, we're up in the green here now. I mean, that that could change everything. It really could. Wow, it's a 3 hour and 38-minute print. That's not happening on the live stream, I don't think. I've already been live for 2 hours. I guess I could. What time would that finish? Like almost 2 a.m. No, I don't want to do that. I might start it. I could go the live stream and just leave it live streaming while I sleep. Alright, so if we change the overhang speeds to 60 and then try this again, I wonder what we'll get. I can probably trim this off too. So I'm going to do that. I don't actually need... I don't need that. Way better. Should we cut that on an angle too? I think we probably should, yeah. Derp. Can we have nice things, please? Thanks. There we go. That'll do. Slice that. Oh, wait. Fuck. No! Dumbass. There it is. Perform the cut. Right. Are we good? Yes. Now slice it. Wait, I didn't set the speeds. Come on, man. Which was it? Was it just these ones? Overhang on 0. Let's set that to 62. 60. 60. 60. Slice the plate. We'd have a lot less overhangs. This should end quicker, or finish quicker. First 39 minutes. We can definitely try to print that. Look at the speeds around there now. They're green instead of being blue, which means that the quality is probably going to be higher. Maybe. We'll find out in 40 minutes. Actually, it'll be longer because the printer has to warm up and shit. Should probably get that going now. Set the chamber to 55. Set the bed to 120. Why 120? I don't know actually. 80's probably fine. It's going to no, not 120,000. 80's probably fine, honestly. For the heated bed. Dirty ass glasses. More Yahoo auction requests inbound. Oh shit. Okay. I think I've got everything of yours except for the stork. The stork hasn't arrived yet. But actually it might have arrived. There was a box on the floor near the front door that I haven't opened, so your stork might be in that. Sick. See, we're warming up. Oh, what happened here? 55. Okay. Right, so you can see the power for the chamber heaters at 100, and the heated beds on at 100. And these two just don't really heat up as fast as I think they should. Kind of weird. Yeah, look at the speeds. The speeds are good. The speeds are good. And those speeds might help. They just might help seal it. Because it's more flow. And the more volumetric flow we get, the more chance there is that it's going to fill in those gaps. I'm rationalizing it. I probably don't need to. Like, we're deliberately over extruding. And then we've got our flow rate dropping because of the speed on the overhangs. Like, it doesn't seem right to me. It's important to go slow, but I think not just I think, theoretically, it's not right to go so slow that you lose flow. So slow you lose flow. Go so slow you lose flow. I don't think that's correct. The top of that is fantastic. That's silk. The top of this is silk. That's absolutely stunning. But the bottom is absolute fucking trash. Right? It's a dog's breakfast. You wouldn't be happy with that. Never. So, we need to increase our volumetric flow by increasing overhang speed. 60's quite low anyway, right? Really? I don't know. 20 is really, really slow, but it works. That has to look like shit. Bridges always look like shit. The idea is to not print bridges. That's the actual move. Alright, I'm going to print this. How are we doing for temperature? We've got this up to 34. This is up to 70. We're okay. We can hit print. Why did you do that first? No real reason. Just to, because while I'm chatting and fucking around, we save time of warming up the bed and the print and the chamber, which the print has to do anyway. If that makes any sense at all, which it probably doesn't. I'm just rambling. It might be chilly enough. It might be chilly enough that I don't need the aircon on anymore. Maybe. I've had the aircon on for like 3 weeks, and our electricity bill in this house has tripled because I've been 3D printing. You don't have to, but you really should have your 3D printing room at 25 degrees and the humidity as low as possible. Because if you don't, then you just can't... Oh, that's low too. That should be at 70 degrees. If you don't, you just can't get your filament dry. It won't dry. Even with a filament dryer, it just won't dry. Especially if you're trying to use like super hygroscopic filaments like nylon. If you're trying to print nylon and it's 30 degrees in your room and humid, forget it. It doesn't matter if you've got a filament dryer. You are not drying that shit. A blast oven like this thing here? Maybe. But as soon as you take it out there, it's going to start sucking the moisture out of the air and you're going to get screwed. You get half your print done before that filament's just trash again. Print it directly from the blast oven. Yeah, maybe. I've thought about how to do that. Haven't acted on it. Don't really need to. I take my I blast dry my filament in there and then move it to the filament dryer. The filament dryer can only go up to 70 degrees, but I've got it chock full of silica gel, so the heat and the silica gel should keep the filament dryer for longer. QIDI recommends putting the filament into a box above the printer and feeding it down that way. But I personally think this will work better. Don't know. I don't want to buy another box. I could probably 3D print one. I don't want to waste the time 3D printing it. I'm always on some kind of crazy schedule of got to get this done. So, nah, not yet. Maybe after, like, this is the last. I feel like this is the last urgent 3D print. No, it's not even. I'm supposed to make 30 key rings for the staff of the Open Cafe. These ones are for everybody. I wanted to make 30 special ones for the staff. Staff get t-shirts. I want them also to have a key ring from me. Last year they gave me a t-shirt. I want to reward them. Reward them? No, I want to pay them back. I want to give them a key ring that no one else has got. I've got the design in my mind. I just have to draw it. Yeah. I'm going to switch back to the other side. Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. That way you can see what's happening over here in the console, because it's interesting. You can see the filament type there. You can see what the printer is going to do before the print begins. So we need to get the chamber temperature to 55 degrees, and we need the bed to 80 degrees. We're already at 80 degrees, so we're just waiting for the chamber temp to creep up. I often set the bed heater to 120 degrees because that's just going to radiate heat. It's just going to dump heat off it and help heat up the chamber faster. In fact, the K1C printer that I've got doesn't even have a chamber filter. It just uses the extra heat from the bed to warm up the chamber, and then calls it passive chamber heating, which is just bullshit. You either have a chamber heater or you do not, and a K1C does not. You can buy them, you can build them, but it doesn't come with one. And that's shit. You want a chamber heater for your ASAs, for your ABSs, for your PPAs, for your nylons, all your nylons, your PA6s, your PA12s, your PPAs, your PPSs. You want a heated chamber. You just do. We're up to 46 degrees. It's going very slowly. We might have paused. I don't know if it's like a time-related thing that's causing the error that I've gotten a few times, because it says it's not heating at the expected pace, right? 47.2, like that should be blasting out. That heater should be blasting out hot air, and it's just not, or it is and it's escaping, or there's a problem. Not sure. They say that if you do a lot of printing at super high temperatures, you need to reapply the like the heat transfer paste on the nozzle. I wonder if that's the case for the bed and for the chamber heater as well. Dunno. QIDI will tell me tomorrow or Monday. Yes. So I'm a huge fan of QIDI. If you are interested in getting a 3D printer, I highly recommend them. That's got nothing to do with the fact that they gave me a 20% discount on this machine and 4 rolls of filament. If it was shit, I would tell you it was shit, but it just isn't. It just works. 300. Let me get it. 300 key rings printed. Look at this. 300 key rings printed. Engineering filaments that just wouldn't print on Creality, printing like silk. Look at that. Look at that layer. Look at that surface. It's like silk. Printing perfectly on the QIDI. Why pay more for a K2? Like, they say the K2 is better than the K1C, but why pay more? You can get it here. It's all there. Everything. The heated chamber, the hardened nozzle, all of it. And if you buy the combo, you get the 4-color thing on the top, which I'm getting. I haven't got it yet. I ordered it, but it's not coming for 2 months or something. Not sure why. Doesn't matter. I don't really need it. But you get it. And it's half the price of the K2. The K2 makes no sense. The K2 does have automatic belt tensioning. It does. That is something that I wish the QIDI had. However, do you want to pay $1,000? And it has LiDAR too, which everybody turns off. Everybody turns off the LiDAR on a K2, so you don't need it. You don't need it. Yeah, and the auto belt tensioning. Auto belt tensioning is nice. I would like that. However, would I pay $1,000 for it? No. No, I wouldn't. Because belt tensioning is going to be a once every 6 months, a once every 12 months. Even if it was once every month, it's still not $1,000. It's just not. It's not worth $1,000. I'm printing. Look at this. PPA-CF. Friend of mine, Luigi, has a K2 in the States. He got PPA before I even got the Q2. He still hasn't been able to print it because the filament keeps snapping in the Bowden tube. It can print PPA. Can it? People have done it. I've seen people do it on Facebook. But as I'm learning, Facebook's full of shit. Certainly didn't do it out of the box. This didn't do it out of the box either. I had to print the risers. I did have to print the risers. But you have to print risers for the K2. You have to print risers for this. Why pay more? Why pay more? Buy the QIDI. You're gonna, like, if you get... It's quite possible. I got a good one. For now, I am getting heating problems that seem to be okay once I reset. This might need parts thrown at it. Maybe. It's possible you get a dud. But it's possible you get a dud with Bamboo. It's possible you get a dud with Creality. There's a dud Creality sitting over there. And I can tell you, Luigi, the guy I mentioned before, has a dud X1C. So he uses it as an ottoman. That's a footstool for those that don't know. Under his desk, because Bamboo don't want to know about it. They don't want to fix it for him. So it's possible you could get a dud. I didn't. I got lucky. Not so lucky with Creality. I would need to buy 10 of these to find out what their quality control is really like. I don't know. But this one... What do you want? 300 PTG glow-in-the-dark. Glow-in-the-dark filaments are apparently really hard on nozzles. 300 of them. Plus the devil filament is what Luigi's calling it. Printed perfectly. So what do you want? What more do you want? What more do you want for your money? Buy a QIDI. That's what I'm saying. Start printing shit. PPS. PPS. You've heard about that filament that sounds like metal when you clang it together? Look at this. This is PPS. Printed on the QIDI. No modifications to the printer, except for the risers. Everyone has to do that. There's a reason for it. If you want to know why, ask me in the comments. And I'll tell you the reason why you have to print a riser. We're moving. I can't get it to... Can I do it with this? No. I used all of my PPS trying to print the runners for my ITBs. Ah. You can't even see what I'm doing. Probably can't hear it either. Anyway, PPS. QIDI were like, you don't have to print the riser if you don't want. Just mount the PPS above the machine and direct feed into the extruder and you'll be good. And I'm like, what about warpage? And they're like, it doesn't warp that much. You're probably going to be fine. So, I mean, I didn't try it because I didn't want to waste the filament. That's expensive-ass filament. I got it for free, but I still care. Like, shit. But, like, right out of the box, look at the lines on this. Like, there are no lines. Look at that. That's the top surface. There are no printer lines. The bottom surface, no print lines. The walls, no print lines. The overhang. The overhang, you get print lines. That's why I've got it set to 20, to try to harden those up. But, I mean, they're not bad. I don't think that's going to focus. But, yeah, they're not bad. Nothing scratches off. You'll damage your nail before you damage the print. Scratching the crap out of it. Yep. Taking my nail away. You gotta bounce. Thanks for stopping by, Jazda. You made my evening. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, sir. This has just been a fucking ad for QIDI printers. I mean, I like it. Like, these were printed on a Bamboo A1. I'm guessing it's probably the same filament. It does look very, very similar. In fairness, there's no way for me to show you. What if I turn that camera? What if I turn this light off? Can I get a better? Maybe. No, maybe not. No, that's not going to help. Alright, turn that back on. Do you trust me? I hope you do. I hope you trust me. I wouldn't lie to you. Obviously the A1 has a textured bed, and the Q2 does as well. So looking at those, they look identical. Can't tell the difference. The top. The A1, he didn't set this filament up at all. I know that. He just doesn't do it. He just launches with stock settings, and so did I. We are both slightly over extruding. His is heavier. He's got more infill, and he's using a hexagon, like a honeycomb inner. I'm not even sure, I don't remember, but I can't see it. So there's more weight in this one because of his print settings, and it's fatter, of course, too. But I think I think it's going to come down to print. I think it's going to come down to print settings. It's not. This is not printer. This is print settings. And if it's only print settings, then they're the same, right? If it's only print settings, then they're the same quality. If the quality you get from a bamboo is the same quality as a QIDI, why pay more? Is my point. Why pay more? The A1 is cheaper, I think, than the QIDI Q2, but the A1 won't print. A1 can't do that. Nope. Cannot. For that, you need a P1S or an X1C. And, yeah, money. Money. You need money is what you need. So, yeah, buy the QIDI, personally. Unlock your potential and buy the QIDI, is what I'm saying. You got potential to make hardcore shit, not just keyrings. So buy the QIDI and make hardcore shit rather than just keyrings, rather than just toys. Oh, I printed something in PLA. Whoop-de shit. A $100 printer could do that. Print pens could do that. PLA. No. PLA is for prototyping only. PTG is for keyrings only. You wanna mess around with ASA and ABS, PPA and PPS. Those you wanna mess with the exotic filaments, make some cool shit, stuff that is UV resistant. Birdhouses. I don't know what you want to make, but whatever it is, it's not going to be an ABS unless it's toys. And if it's toys, it's not going to be toys, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this channel. TPU. The A1 Bamboo A1 can print TPU, which I was surprised about. However, QIDI reckon that this is that's just a regular filament for this. It's not even classified as one of the difficult ones for the Q2. They sent me a roll of it. I have a roll of TPU. I just haven't got round to it. Because I gotta get shit done. So this has got like an hour probably. What am I going to do for an hour? You guys aren't really chatting a lot. So I might focus on something else. How am I going to do it? Let me think. Yep, okay, let's do... We need to open up Discord on the PC. Nitro got a new look. Get yours too. Claim reward. Streamer mode enabled. Click it. I don't know what the hell this is. Whatever. No, just go away. What's cracking? Everybody left. Sick. Nobody watching. Mr. Funk? Was it Mr. Funk? It was Mr. Funk. Download. Mr. Funk on the Discord shared something very cool with me. A file that I won't share because he gave it to me. And if you want it, you're going to have to ask him for it because it's not mine to give. But I'm going to modify this file. And I'm wondering, will I do it over here? Or will I do it off screen? Because we really want our... Let's do that. Get the camera up the top. Because this data is really neither here nor there for you, is it? Isn't it? Do that. And then... you can't see these. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. And I'm like, whatever. What song was that? There is literally nobody watching. There was a song. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we've got a... Can we move this over here? Okay. The question is, am I going to be able to actually use it on a screen? No, it's not even going to let me make the screen that small. So I'm using Fusion 360 here. And we will load in our... So click Insert Mesh, and then select from Computer. I want to go to Downloads. None of those. There it is there. Get that on screen. Not that. Cancel. Why did that show up? We're in Downloads. Wait, let's try that again. That's the wrong one. Insert mesh from my computer. Downloads. Earlier this year. What about today? Organize. What the hell? Oh, these are STLs, that's why. Oh, it's a step file. How do I... Oh shit, how do I import a step file? It's not a mesh. Open?